Hi everyone, happy Friday. It's not quite as sunny outside today, but the good news is the wind is blowing. So possibly Stella will allow me out of here for a few hours to get a session on the water and come back to work later. I've also got to thank Stella for this amazing idea of addressing you in person. I take absolutely no credit for it. It was Stella's idea, and the response last week was fantastic. So we will continue with semi-regular addresses. I think it gets the information out. It's easier for me to get it out and probably easier for you than reading long letters from me. I know my letters can get very long. So again, thank you for the positive feedback. Please note that if you have local faculty, going back to the topic of last week, if you have local faculty in your area, of course you will give a right of first refusal and priority to keeping those faculty busy. I just gave scenarios where you can open it up to other people, and my only goal is to spread the work through all the faculty and not have a few faculty that are working a lot and have many other faculty that simply aren't getting enough work and would want to be doing more work. I've been working incredibly hard on new legacy program manuals. The first one that will come out is the mentor program. I'm starting a mentor program the 1st of June, or certainly early June. The manuals are coming out so beautifully with the help of the entire team, including our team in Turkey. Seçkin, who heads up our marketing, is doing such an amazing job. And everyone here, we're all working tirelessly, putting in sometimes 12-hour days just to get these manuals looking really good. I am, for the first time, so proud of the manuals that we will have for the legacy program. I always felt that they fell a little short of the gravity and the importance of this program, and now they finally can lead the way and really shed light on how important this program is. And we will use this same format to now start inputting and inputting all the pictures for the comprehensive course and redoing the manuals so they look similar to the mentor program, in fact the whole legacy program. My concept is to now use binders for the legacy program so that we get through the mentor, and then you will just add the sheets into it, the pages into it for the master one, add the sheets into the binder for master 2, add the sheets in, the pages in for the honors, and at the end you will have a 400-page document that, and of course you can add articles to it and whatever you want. It's beautiful. So I hope you'll all be happy and proud of that. I'm just going to stop for a moment to turn off the air conditioning. So, thank you. We are now back, air conditioning turned off. The next topic I want to address is centralized testing. Centralized testing has been an amazing thing. It's allowed everyone, our students, to come to a centralized location. They love coming to the headquarters and to the various host locations where we host testing. There's excitement around it. It's almost making this pilgrimage to one of the main centers, and people get to feel the community before they would do the testing in their studio. It felt a little isolated, and now they feel that they're part of a far bigger community. It also allows us to make the testing process so much more standardized, because we don't have 40 people testing, we have a very limited number of people testing. Saying that, we're now ready to expand the pool of examiners. So I would like more examiners. We need more examiners dispersed around both the United States and the world, and not concentrated within California. Sorry, Californians, but we need to spread the joy. So people who are interested in becoming examiners, be it in the United States or outside, we are going to organize that you come here, audit me examining and others examining, so you can really get a feel of what we look for, how we deal with the centralized testing day, how we turn it, very importantly, into an educational event and not simply an examination. I felt very uncomfortable in the early days of just coming in, doing an examination, walking out. We need the students to leave feeling that they learned something, that they are enriched from the process, and they walk out getting some guidance and not walking out suddenly seeing that they did not get through and not knowing why. So we need to give them feedback, and we really try and turn this day into a little mini workshop for each student. So those who are interested in being examiners, we cannot do it for everyone immediately, but I do want to expand this pool of examiners. The next thing to address is pay structure. Most of you know that for years I have felt that I want everyone to feel ownership in BASI. BASI is about a family, it's about a community. I've always had tremendous respect and been intrigued by employee-owned companies. I don't know if you have them all around the world, but we certainly have them here in the United States. And I've always felt that they are so different in a positive way to other companies. So I'm taking a step in that direction by coming up with a new system of pay. I'm trying to make sure that it's not this revolutionary system that suddenly everything changes. But what I do want to do away with is this very artificial tiered system, which, although I, in a sense, came up with it, not only myself, but with input from different finance people, and implemented it, it's always seemed very odd that at this number you are paid this much. Suddenly there's a jump, and suddenly there's a jump. And it hasn't allowed us, it's not a true reflection of the financial growth and profitability of each course. So what I'd like to do now is have a base pay, hourly pay of $55 an hour. Up to 6 people, nothing will change. You will still get paid $55 an hour, which is what it is right now. Nothing changes. Above 6 people and above, 6 and above. So up to 6, meaning 5 and below, $55 an hour. 6 and above, $55 an hour. So that base hourly rate continues, but 5% revenue share. That allows, now you're getting a percentage of the revenue. A percentage of the revenue. Now, if you teach all 12 modules, then your revenue share will be 5% of all 12 modules. If you only teach 3 modules, then of course the revenue share of 3 modules. But it makes it much fairer for you, for us, but most importantly, conceptually, you now have a share in the company's revenue. That's why we're calling it a revenue share. Whatever we bring in, you are sharing in that revenue, 5% revenue share. And I'm talking about gross revenue, not net. We're not taking out the expenses. 5% of the revenue that comes in for that course, you are getting 5% of that revenue. In some cases, you'll be earning more. In some, maybe slightly less. It's not a dramatic difference. But conceptually, it's a big difference that you are now vested in the revenue of the company. And that will pertain to workshops as well. Certificate courses I'm going to address in a separate weekly or however often we do it, address. Of course, one of the very important questions that I'm sure you're all wanting to ask is, when does this take effect? The new pay scale or the new pay process system. Any agreements that are already signed, sealed, and you're working under the premise of those agreements, of course, we will keep those as is. However, going forward from today, any new agreements that are signed for teaching the foundation and graduate programs here in the United States, or the comprehensive as we know it everywhere else in the world, workshops, any new courses and agreements will be under the new pay scale. Again, $55 an hour up to 6 people and above, $55 an hour plus 5% of the gross revenue. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Finally, for today, I want to close off by talking about the Learn from the Leaders in South Africa. The Learn from the Leaders is one of the crown jewels in BASI. I think it's such an amazing product that we offer. We started our Learn from the Leaders way back in the early 90s, and the concept was larger than a workshop, but smaller than some of the huge conferences that were happening at the time. And we've managed to keep that tradition going. Others have, of course, done it as well since then, but I believe we were ahead of the curve and we were leaders in that area. Now we certainly don't run the most, but I think ours are still among the best. So as you know, we've got our Learn from the Leaders in 2019 here in California. 2020 we're doing in Germany. 2021 we're looking at doing one in Monaco. And we will also be doing Japan, I believe, 2019. I hope to be visiting Korea in 2020 as well. We've got one scheduled, hope to do one in Australia with Shane and Jordana. So trying to hit different regions with Japan, with Germany, with Korea, Australia, and of course this year we have South Africa. I mean, Theo has been on board with this concept from the very beginning. I had the privilege and honor of being invited to several of those early and being very involved in those early Learn from the Leaders in South Africa. Honestly, they are just the best. They're incredible, and when I say the best, we're all the best. But the ones in South Africa are truly so special. Theo does an amazing job bringing in good presenters, great hospitality, the food in South Africa, the people in South Africa, the scenery in South Africa, the tourism in South Africa, the holidays that you can add to your trip, like doing some visits to the incredible game parks. Look, South Africa is close to my heart. I absolutely love South Africa and the South Africans. Theo does an incredible job. If any of you can go, if any of you can help put the word out, we're going to be doing a lot of promotion ourselves through social media and other mediums. Please try it. It's incredible. The concept's amazing. The Learn from the Leaders are always amazing. Wherever we do them, wherever I've had the privilege and honor of being part of them, they're amazing. And even when I'm not there, I'm there in spirit. And they're incredible, as I will be there in spirit in 2018. Amazing lineup of presenters, great location, everything is fantastic. Theo's done a beautiful job with the website, please be part of it. So thank you so much. Great topics, exciting topics. I cannot wait for you all to see the legacy books. They are so beautiful. We're really just taking it. We'll be offering it in black and white and in color. So people will be able to get either version. Of course, for color, there will be a little bit of an extra charge, but you will be able to make your choice. They are just stunning. And the excitement of getting more people into becoming examiners and to learn from the leaders. Thank you as always. God bless you until we meet again. And please come visit us at our new BASI Academy, our home, our headquarters. We are absolutely loving it here.